Hi, I'm going to talk today about our second technique of narcissism, baiting. Baiting's a really interesting one, and when you really dig deep on it, you find it's one of the most insidious things that narcissists do. So, we know what baiting is in terms of fishing. You get a hook, you put a worm or something shiny on it, and then you cast it into the water, and it attracts the attention of a fish. Fish is going to swim up, see this thing coming before them, and make them react in a way that's instinctual for them to go ahead and bite onto it. And once they do, of course, the hook goes into their mouth, they're dragged out of the ocean, killed, and eaten. It's not a good idea to go for bait. And of course, fish don't know that. And neither do the victims of the narcissists. That's why I'm here to tell you about it. Baiting is a really disgusting thing that narcissists do. Instead of putting a worm at the end of a hook, what they're doing is throwing out words of hatred, things that will insult you, screaming at you, whatever it is they can do to make you react to them. What they really want is for you to explode, to tell them off, show them who's boss, kind of get you to overreact in an emotionally charged way. And what you'll find the narcissist does after that happens is they suddenly calm down and they're all good. And they look at you like, wow, you have something really wrong with you, don't you? You can't keep your emotions in check. Why are you screaming? And of course, the answer to that is you just baited me into it. You said such awful things to me that I couldn't help but come up with this, rant against you to try to play the same game you're playing against me. But we have to remember, narcissists often choose their victims because they're people pleasers. They're easygoing. They're nice. They're kind. They have empathy in their hearts. And so that's not something that, if you're a victim of a narcissist, you're going to be able to do all that well. So coming back up against them with all of this and then being called out, you kind of get quiet and might go, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. You're back to normal and I'm not. So I'm gonna apologize and make things better. And then the narcissist is beating you. Not only did you just overreact and they made you feel like there was something wrong with you rather than the person who instigated all of this, but they can now use whatever it was that you did against you in the future. And so you'll find if you've been successfully baited and you say something that, can be taken out of context, they'll go ahead and blab it to whoever they can find that they want to turn against you. And that's not a good place for you to be in. Baiting also gives them the justification they need to, declare their superiority over you, at least in their head, if not directly to other people. Can you believe what my victim said to me? They might say to somebody else without using the word victim. But that's basically what happens with baiting. They get you to overreact, and then they celebrate your overreaction. Now, if you watched my Upsetting Others video in the Motivations series, you'll know that upsetting others is also something that narcissists enjoy. They love making other people upset. So that's a third reason why they do it, because it makes them feel good. It drags you down to their level. And since you've now overreacted, and that's what they do all the time to everything, then you're at their level, if not considered worse, because they're already dismissing their previous times of overreacting. The best advice to give is that if you notice somebody is baiting you, gray rock them. Like I talked about in the previous video, you gotta just not have any reaction. Don't give them the supply that they're looking for from you. Act like their words don't matter. It drives them crazy, and they'll start shouting more, and you might feel threatened by it. But please resist the urge to react. Don't react at all. If you keep letting them know that you're not a reactor to their stuff, they're going to start to get bored of you and move on, and they'll try getting a reply from somebody else. So I hope this video helps. Please leave any comments you'd like in the chat, and I'll get back to you. Okay, thanks, and I hope this helps.